This video is all about hitting you with some truth bombs about the reasons why you might not consider making a relocation or moving to White Rock, BC. You've seen all the other videos out there about all the fluffy, great reasons to come to White Rock and to call this place home, but I'm going to give you some insider local knowledge on why you might reconsider. We're going to go over the top 5 things that I wish everybody knew about White Rock before they bought a home here, and you can decide for yourself whether any of these might be game changers for you. These top 5 reasons, well, they're pretty decent reasons, but you're going to want to hang around to the end as well because not only am I going to introduce you to 2 special guests, but I'm also going to share with you my wife's top pet peeve about living in White Rock as well, and she doesn't hold back. My name is Darren, a realtor in Surrey, BC, and team lead with the German Group. This channel is dedicated to providing expert tips, market insights, and locational information on all things real estate in the areas that our team serves of Surrey and White Rock, British Columbia. If you find the information in today's video useful, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of the new information we're releasing on a regular basis. So a little bit of a story to kind of kick this off is I love White Rock. Don't get me wrong. I love living here and feel very fortunate to be able to do so. I grew up in a little community called Ocean Park, which is not technically White Rock, but it's in South Surrey, and we're not going to get into the whole South Surrey White Rock debate on this video. That's for another time. But it was such a great community to have grown up in. Now, as I transitioned into my adult life, I actually moved to a community called North Delta and had no idea how good living in South Surrey and White Rock actually was until I was gone. Years later, after starting a family about 3 years to the date of filming this video, me and my family moved back into the White Rock neighborhood. With it comes so many incredible things, but there's also some things that, well, they kind of irk you a little bit. Yeah, I said irk. There's some things about living in White Rock that can kind of bug someone. And if you're someone that's going to maybe relocate into the city of White Rock to live, you're going to want to know these things before you come here because, well, they may be game changers, they might not be, but you obviously don't want to be surprised by anything, especially if you're relocating from another area in the country. Will these things cause you not to live here? Probably not, but at least you're going to be aware of them. And you know what? Rather than sit at my desk and tell you all about them, let's hit the road and I'm going to show you right on location what's going on.
So here's the first one for this video. White Rock is busy. And when I say busy, I mean incredible. Now I'm filming this video in the wintertime. Who films a video about White Rock Beach in the wintertime? I don't know. But anyways, if you try to come down here in the summer, it is incredible how many people are down here. So the idea of being a local and being able to access the beach easily, unless you're within walking distance, it's incredibly difficult because everybody from out of town loves to visit White Rock Beach during the summer. There is not a parking place to be had anywhere, and the promenade just gets incredibly busy because it's such a nice spot to visit. So that's obviously a good thing. It's a nice spot to visit, but if you actually want to easily get down here and enjoy it, really difficult to do. There is hills everywhere in White Rock. It is not the easiest place to walk around in. Now, is it a walkable city? Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of stuff that you can go check out and you can go walk around to, especially up in the Five Corners area, just right about where I am right now. But if you're a really active person, you like being able just to pop out of your home and go for a quick stroll, just be prepared that there's, well, lots of hills all over town. So here's another thing that you might not love about living in the city of White Rock. I'm at a water treatment plant right now, and to be quite frank with you, sometimes the White Rock city water tastes a little disgusting. Now, there's 7 wells located throughout the city of White Rock, which all help provide the city's water to its 22,000 residents. But that doesn't really take away from the disgusting taste of it. Now, going on to the website for the city of White Rock, it talks about all the reasons that the water might taste a little funny. Sometimes it can be a little discolored, and what they're doing to make the water quality better. But you can't really get over the fact that it just doesn't really taste good. It doesn't come from the Capilano Reserve like the rest of Metro Vancouver. It comes from local wells. So be ready for that. A lot of the residents around here, well, they might buy big jugs of water just to have some better tasting water that they would pick up from the local grocery stores. I'm gonna give you something now that's gonna drive you absolutely nuts about living in White Rock. And that's if you're somebody that likes talking on your cell phone. The cell phone service in this area is horrendous. So often I will be driving down the road talking to a client only to have my calls drop. I feel like half the time I'm in this community and I'm looking at my cell phone, I've got 2 bars if I'm lucky to be able to make a phone call. It is so bad around here. It almost feels like any of the big cell phone company providers, for whatever reason, must only live in Vancouver and never visit here, because you would think that it would be fixed right now. There's even some huge cell towers in the area, and we still have incredibly poor cell service. Look what I had to do at my house. The cell phone service is so bad at times that even myself in my own home, I had to get something called the cell phone booster just to have reception in my own house. So I've got this cord running along the side of my house and a big old antenna right up there in the corner just to allow me to take phone calls.
Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is the location of White Rock. And while it's close to the beach, and that's all well and good, White Rock is not close to anything. White Rock is not a pass-through city. It is not in the middle of a bunch of different areas where you drive your car through and it's kind of easily accessible to everything. It is in the far corner, literally, of Canada. It's easily a 45-minute drive into Vancouver, and that is on a very good day. And yeah, we have the Massey Tunnel and we have the Alex Fraser Bridge, but in beautiful Vancouver or the Lower Mainland, it rains and everything completely shuts down. That means that a lane in the Massey Tunnel is not operable because there's been an accident, or a piece of the Alex Fraser Bridge doesn't have a lane open because there is a stall somewhere. Not only that, we're not really close to anything, but the traffic, well, it's kind of horrendous.
Now, I want to introduce you to 2 people that I said were my special guests. So let's go. All right. So, well, this is Grizz. Should we go find your sister? And this is my old girl, Clara. She likes to sleep a lot. She's a good dog. Well, I talked about my wife's biggest pet peeve about being in White Rock, and that's right here. Dogs are only allowed on this beautiful promenade between October 1st to March 31st. This is, because they don't want dog droppings and all that sort of stuff all over the promenade. And there's people obviously that are scared of dogs in the community. But for a dog lover like myself and my family and lots of people like that in this community, they don't really love the idea that they can't bring their dog for a walk along this beautiful area.
Well, there you have it. Now you know some of the reasons why you might consider not relocating or moving to White Rock, BC. If you're a local watching this video, I want to know what irks you about living in White Rock. Was there something that I missed? If you're someone that is looking to relocate to the area, well, I want to balance it out a little bit and let you know some of the good as well. So you can check out this video about all the reasons why we love living here. Hopefully this video has done some justice to give you some things to consider about relocating to the area. Nonetheless, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.